Hi, friends. A most pleasant good evening to you. Welcome into Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. James Witherite joining you from between the benches at Gold Arena. And it's just about go time for a meeting between the Farmingdale State College Rams and the Delaware Blue Hens. Without further ado, we'll take you inside the glass for tonight's opening introductions. Once again, fans, good evening and welcome to Gold Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Tonight, the Collegiate Hockey Federation, in conjunction with the Delaware Valley Collegiate Hockey Conference and the Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference, present this regular season matchup between the visiting Farmingdale State College Rams and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the Farmingdale State College Rams, starting in goal, number 33, Joseph DeCanio. On defense, number 12, Daniel Roten. And number 14, Teddy Valenti. Starting at left wing, number 15, Sean O'Donnell. At right wing, number 97, Kyler Rowe. And starting at center, number 17, Eric Immel. And now the starting six for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, number 30, James Palmieri. On defense, number 8, Michael Sophia. And number 14, Tyler Shedlock. Starting at left wing, number 16, Luke Rich. At right wing, number 9, Evan Cassidy. And starting at center, number 13, Brandon Laspina. Your Blue Hens are coached by Joey Garrett. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the Collegiate Hockey Federation, are referees Rob Savastano and John Thompson, and linespeople Jack Fetcher and Chris Draves. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located behind the Farmingdale goal, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Opening formalities are behind us. And we're set to go. For the second half of our Friday doubleheader, James Palmieri in goal for Delaware. Sports a .275 goals against average and a .919 save percentage. He's been between the pipes for the bulk of Delaware's 13-2-1 runs so far. On the other side of the red line, it's Joe DeCanio. His goals against average, a healthy .293, save percentage .933. First period action is brought to you by First State Ice Hockey, committed to building the next generation of youth hockey players in and around Delaware under the philosophy of one state, one goal. Learn more about their classes, clinics, and their growing summer tournament program by visiting firststateicehockey.com. Hens crashed the net right off the mark. That was Evan Cassidy trying to bulldoze away to the cage, but ultimately to no avail. Here's O'Donnell the other direction, 2-on-2 for Farmingdale in their away greens, moving right to left here in period number one from our vantage point on Delaware Hockey Night. Delaware moving from left to right on your television monitor wherever you may be. Sophia floats the puck to Cassidy across up the left wing boards after gaining center. Brandon Laspina rifles the puck in deep, tries to chase it to the far point but lost the zone in doing so. And the Hens once again are forced back to their own line as we come to the first minute of play. And a puck in the rafters gives us a pause in the action, 56 seconds into the first period. Face-off will be spotted just above the Farmingdale blue line, as we see the first of the second line tonight, Shane Brennan taking this face-off across from Matt Ferrari. Matt Buddington lining up at the nearer wing to us. Bryson leaves the puck to Brooks at the left point. Close-up attempt failed. Long-range shot, this one from Brooks. Steered aside by DeCanio. And the Farmingdale Rams counter to get on the board. Just 1 minute, 26 seconds. Into the first period. First shot of the game for Farmingdale, and we'll take you to the replay at the next stoppage so you can get another look at Buddington's 9th goal of the season. Farmingdale goal, his 9th of the season, scored by number 86, Matthew Buddington. Assisted by number 47, Timothy Duffy. Time of the goal, 1 minute, 26 seconds in the first period. Buddington from Duffy at 1:26. Fast break on the counterattack gives Farmingdale first blood. The centering pass from Kaitazi was intended for Umhafer. Fleckenstein's follow-up chance was kicked aside by DeCanio. Fleckenstein holds the point, tries to take aim after paving a trail to the far dot, but Joseph DeCanio stops him again. 2 minutes and change in to the first period here from Gold Arena. Face off at the far dot again. Lane Singer across from Christian Cable. And the Hens will get another chance with an attacking zone draw, as the Farmingdale Rams are guilty of an icing. Just 2 minutes and 17 seconds into first period play. Umhafer and O'Donnell. Rather, Singer and O'Donnell taking the draw. 25, not 27 in the circle for the Hens. O'Donnell presses his way all the way to center before right in front of the scorer's table, letting the puck roll behind the Delaware goal. Polito, off the toe of his stick, tries to carom the puck the other way. It's held in at the near half wall by O'Donnell, who crossed over there to try to generate a chance. This is worked clear by the Hens. Volleyed back from center by Jeremy Borsuk for the green-clad Rams, and now in the control of Shedlock, who works the puck out of his zone. Across it came to, we believe, Connor Riley wearing number 20. Yep, that's the case. His helmet bears the number 3, which he wore for Delaware's men's Division II team once upon a time. Here for this Delaware men's Division III team, clad in those sharp sand-colored kits. Super classic look. We hope we see those in the outdoor game against Buffalo State, which will be teaming up with the Nickel City Hockey Network to bring you in late January. Those sand kits look mighty, mighty sharp. Splitting defenders was Buddington, but his shot was high and wide off the glass. The follow-up chance from Rotan at the right point is kicked aside by Palmieri. And the rebound's a contested one at the far side. Rich can't pitchfork the puck free. It was held in by Duffy. Valenti maintains the left point, gives the puck away. Laspina finds Luke Rich, one-on-one, now a 2-on-2. Rich's shot was stick-checked off its intended target, and now worked clear by Bohm. Laughlin recovers at the Delaware blue line. He tried to stretch one up the middle to Ryan Bryce, and it was intercepted by Immel. Immel working forward, centering pass, and a shot from Valenti. Palmieri stayed with it for the save. We're coming to the 5-minute mark of the first period from Gold Arena. Farmingdale with the early 1-0 lead over Delaware, thanks to that 2-on-1 fast break goal. Matt Buddington with his 9th of the season, sealing a Tim Duffy setup. The shot was offside. Play continued onside after the Rams tagged up and Palmieri steadied. Ryan Murray gains center before launching the puck in up the far boards. It rolls to the near side. Mind you, the broadcast box and the camera perch are on opposite sides of the rink here at Gold Arena, so we've got to mind our nears and our fars the whole way. It can get mighty confusing, can't it? Dylan Johnson fails to backhand the puck free. It was held in by Jean Brisgornia at the left point, but his shot was off target. Allen stick handles just to his own blue line to dodge a check from Hendrickson and work play up ice for the Blue Hens. For the first 6 minutes of the game, they've largely been caught in their own zone, and that's been the difference maker despite the shots being even 3-aside. 2-on-2 for the Rams. Drop pass from McCann led to a botched shot by Bohm. Puck ends up in the far corner, rather the near corner. Far corner from our vantage point here, but for you at home, it's certainly the near side. My 5.5-year-old has no trouble with her lefts and her rights, but we can't say the same for dear old Dad. McCann again trying to connect with Bohm, but he couldn't run the gauntlet between the train tracks. Hard shot from Brennan follows just inside the line. It was launched wide of Paul Mary. And there's one after the fact that came in straight down the middle. And Paul Mary holds for a pause with 13-11 to go in period number 1. Of a 1-0 hockey game, Farmingdale with the lead. Delaware Hockey Night is brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Heather specializes in personal injury and workers' compensation cases and is available for consultation at 302-565-6132. That's 302-565-6132. Bohm bothered trying to get a shot off. Nope, that was Jason Brennan up high in the zone. The white numbers on the white bands across the middle of these Farmingdale sweaters, a little bit difficult to read from certain angles, but we'll do the best we can for you, especially since this is, for us, the second time seeing Farmingdale in the span of about 2 weeks. Centering pass and a shot from Lane Singer. Denied on the doorstep by DeCanio. This is shoveled out of the Farmingdale zone, recovered by Brooks for Delaware, then turned ahead by Griffin O'Shaughnessy into the path of Polito, but walked the other way up the near wall by Tom Kolikothis. Kolikothis caroms the puck behind the goal out to the base of the Delaware bench, where it's pressed back the other direction by Bobby Lane. 2-on-2 for the Hens. Lespina and Rich working together. Lespina up the near dashers. Was angled below the goal. Heads up defense there from Daniel Rotan. Lespina lays a very late hip check in on Kolikothis after he gained center and dumped the puck into the Delaware zone. JT's going to let that one go. Rich the other way. Tripped up at the half wall, lost the puck. Kolikothis recovers for Farmingdale, gains center, and rifles it in behind the Delaware goal. Time enough for the Rams to get in a changing of the guard. This is lofted up the far dashers by Rich. Volleyed back in from neutral ice. And now thrown by Murray in over the line. Thought about carrying the puck into the Delaware end, but with 2 players still offside at that time, he thought better of it ultimately. Hens trying to capitalize on a botched Farmingdale breakout. Allen gets a shove into the near boards, returns the favor on Brisgornia, who clears, and O'Donnell, the recipient of a cross-ice pass, takes aim from 35 feet, top of the near circle. His shot was well off its target. We're 9.5 minutes into a 1-0 hockey game. Farmingdale setting the tone early, and they're just driving into the Delaware zone. Trying to generate chances. They've got 5 on net so far. They've dominated the zone for the first half of the first period, limiting Delaware's chances to 4 iffy shots thus far. 2-on-1 for the Hens. Centering pass. There's the give and go. Riley and Allen crashing the low slot together. But Connor Riley couldn't finish what he started, and Allen continued as DeCanio was up big with the save again. Riley double-teamed over the center logo. Had some help astern from Shedlock. Puck is walked up the far wall by Jason Brennan. Stripped from him at center. Fleckenstein the other way. Hassled mightily at his own blue line by the forechecking captain Greg Hendrickson in Farmingdale green. This dumped in again. Puck caroms to the far point, I should say. That's going to be an issue all weekend long, I'm sure. This is turned in by Fleckenstein. Held by O'Shaughnessy at the point, given away to McCann. Bohm gained the zone at the near boards, made sure he had skate contact before playing the puck. Heads up play from the Farmingdale winger with 5 goals and 4 assists so far this year. Here we have a puck out of play. 8:34 to go in the first period. And we'll restart just above. The Rams' blue line. Brooks gained the zone for Delaware. Duffy chipped it the other way. Gained the puck himself. Put one on a tee net front. This is covered up and held by Paul Mary, crossing post to post to make the save. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more by visiting limestonepension.net. There's the drop. 8 and change to go in first period play from Gold Arena. Farmingdale with a 1-0 lead over Delaware. First of 2 meetings between these teams this week, and they'll come back tomorrow. But that game will not air here on Delaware Hockey Night, as our coverage will present the men's Division I team against Stony Brook. Brennan off the headman from Singer couldn't set anything up on the doorstep, thanks to Rotan and a very strong Farmingdale back check. Rich is on for Delaware, but the breakout pass from Sophia was blocked down right at his own blue line. Duffy trying to connect with Ferrari up neutral ice. He tipped the puck in low. And Dylan Johnson, recovering for the Blue Hens, gave way to a stout Farmingdale forecheck. The shot from Kyler Rowe was waffle-boarded aside by Paul Mary. Follow-up chance came from Brisgornia at the point, broken up. Laspina one-on-one the other way. Laspina and Brisgornia neck and neck. They get tied up on their way into the slot. Brisgornia plays the body on Laspina as they fight for a loose puck. There they go again. Now Laspina dodges a check, pops back up on his feet, tries to backhand one in through close, but it's taken away right on the welcome mat by Ryan Murray and saucered forward to Rowe, who tips the puck from beyond center. And the Farmingdale State College Rams change. Best Delaware chance so far. The 2-on-1 with Riley and Allen, and just now Laspina, a lone wolf among Rams. Mai had his work cut out for him, and he kept on ticking the whole way. Tried to generate something, but just didn't have the support he needed. Paul Mary with another pad save. We're down to the final 6 minutes of period number 1. Takeaway from Kaitazi and a wide open shot. Sails into the far corner of the Farmingdale zone. A two-a-side scrum for the rebound. Puck was held in at the far point by Brooks. Cross-ice pass, Vastola's long-range shot off its target. Here's Kaitazi again, looking for space, pinned to the perimeter of the zone. Gets ragdolled around in the corner by Brennan. Up the other way came Rowe, drop pass to Hendrickson, resulted in a failed attempt. Vastola's shot from 40 feet the other side was stick checked high and wide. Driving in, Umhafer tries to stick handle through traffic to no avail. Rotan clears after fielding an open ice hit from Riley. Hens recover in the neutral zone, and they re-enter thanks to Shedlock wristing the puck in up the near wall. It comes back to Shedlock. We're down to the final 5 minutes of the first period here at Gold Arena. Bryson pursuing a loose puck high in the slot, saw it swatted out of his reach by Teddy Valenti. Quick counterattack from Farmingdale. In the near corner, Bobby Lane tied up by O'Shaughnessy. And Allen drives play as far as the Rams line. No icing on this Farmingdale clear. Bryson driven into the near glass by the shoulder of Brisgornia. And here are the Rams again on the offensive. But Kolakathis is angled to the corner on his way in. And could make very little of it from there. Delayed penalty coming up against Farmingdale. Extra attacker is on. There's the touch, and there's the call. We'll see what's handed out here. Interference. The call on John Brisgornia. For the Rams, sending Delaware to their first Primo Hoagies power play of the night. Farmingdale penalty assessed to number 7, John Brisgornia. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 9 seconds in the first period. Brisgornia 2 for interference at 16:09. Shorthanded chance for Farmingdale's Eric Immel, but he was driven to the far corner. Centering pass and a goal the other way. Delaware on the Primo power play have tied it up. Kaitazi and Laspina lead the handshake cue. And it was Nick Kaitazi who scores on the Primo power play for the Blue Hens. With 3:10 to go in the first period, Delaware's back on level pegging. And they get another! It was Lane Singer getting Delaware's second goal. 2 goals in 22 seconds, and the Hens have turned a deficit into the lead. Delaware's first goal, 6th of the season for number 10, Nick Kaitazi. Assisted by number 12, Evan Cassidy. Time of the power play goal, 16 minutes, 50 seconds in the first period. Kaitazi from Cassidy at 16:50. Kaitazi's 6th of the season, a power play goal. Delaware's second goal, 2nd of the season for number 25, Lane Singer. Assisted by number 8, Michael Sophia. Time of the goal, 17 minutes, 12 seconds in the first period. Singer's second from Sophia at 17:12. So that Primo power play, a big momentum shift in Delaware's favor as they reel off 2 rapid-fire goals. Shot from Borsic at the right point was blocked. Space this time for Ferrari. Palmieri seeing that one well enough to make a pretty solid save. And the Hens progress from left to right again. Final 65 seconds of the period. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. And Eric Immel with a one-on-one chance. Denied on the doorstep by James Palmieri. Here it comes again. Immel deked away from the defender. Gained space inside the dots, and Palmieri came up with the last word. Not the start to the first period Delaware wanted, but certainly the conclusion they were looking for. Shedlock absorbs a check at center from Murray, now comes away with the puck, works toward the near wall, flips it to Fleckenstein. Long shot after gaining the zone, right side was wide, ricocheted off the backboards. This just held in by Sofia. Puck caromed behind the cage. Now in the control of Brisgornia. A bobbling puck batted on further by O'Donnell, who had gained center. Final seconds of this first period will tick away. And the horn sounds as Shedlock launches the puck up ice. The score through one period. Delaware Blue Hens 2. Farmingdale Rams 1. We'll be back after the first period on Delaware Hockey Night.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back inside Delaware Hockey Night, brought to you by our terrific slate of sponsors. Heather A. Long, our presenting sponsor, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky, a classic all-American meal right here in northern Delaware. 412 Communications, the new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. First State Ice Hockey, one state, one goal. Limestone Pension Associates. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning. And your local neighborhood, Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Please welcome back to Gold Arena, your University of Delaware Blue Hens. What a first period it was for Delaware. Off to a little bit of a slow start, 2 rapid-fire goals, and solid net minding from James Palmieri, including the save you saw right there, which with a minute to go in the period, kept it all. 2-1. Hens with the advantage through 20 minutes of hockey. Second period is brought to you by the Hooper family. Long-time supporters of Delaware Blue Hens hockey and of tonight's coverage of the men's Division III Blue Hens taking on Farmingdale on the first half of a weekend set from Gold Arena, and here we go. For period number 2, Farmingdale moving left to right in this second frame. John McCann winning the opening faceoff across from Brandon Laspina. Shedlock tries to dipsy-doodle past McCann at center, lost the puck just shy of the red line, and under McCann's forechecking heat, Sophia is forced back in his own zone to recover. Rotan got the puck ahead to Bohm, who cleared but gave it away to Rich. In up the near side comes Shedlock, outmanned by green sweaters. And Hendrickson turns the puck the other direction. He headmanned it to John McCann. It was plastered at the near wall after just gaining the center stripe. And the Rams drive back into Delaware territory, but kept outside the dots. Their opportunities have been limited in the first 73 seconds of the second period. Here comes Tommy Allen one-on-one. He was slowed up in the high slot by Ryan Murray on the back check for Farmingdale. Loose puck skitters back beyond center. Recovered by Ryan Bryson, trailing back to his own blue line right in front of us. He advances this puck to Connor Riley. Riley through traffic. A stick lift from Teddy Valenti slowed him up between the circles. Here winding up was Johnson trying to put one on a tee again for Riley net front. Backhander comes from Allen at the right dot. That into the pads of DeCanio. Allen flips this puck towards center. It's carried on by Riley after Brennan failed to play it cleanly. Centered from the corner. Johnson couldn't get stick on puck. Typically a defenseman, but working in a more forward-like role tonight. He's playing all 200 feet. In fact, good to see old Jono back in the lineup for Delaware after a bit of a hiatus. This came back to Brooks at center, taken away from him by Rowe. One-on-one high in the zone. Rowe bothered by the back-checking Griffin O'Shaughnessy. Couldn't get a clean shot away. Puck tied up in the far corner. It was walked in from a mid-pack. Our view screened from here. Hens break free. Counterattack quick to come in for Farmingdale. A centering pass from O'Donnell to Immel failed to connect. Brooks works the puck below the goal again. Now he kisses the near glass with it and connects ultimately with Umhafer, but under duress he nearly gave it away. Brennan offered aid. It comes to the far side where O'Shaughnessy off a D-to-D feed from Brooks. Connected with Fleckenstein. Close-up shot. Handled easily by DeCanio. 2-on-3 the other way. Hendrickson splits defenders and he scores. Greg Hendrickson, coast to coast, ties it up 2 aside. Farmingdale's back on level pegging. It was Hendrickson on the goal, 71 make that. And Jeremy Borsick was ruled, I should say, with the assist. We'll give you a second look at this goal. Here up the right wing boards, splitting defenders, was indeed Greg Hendrickson getting his 5th of the season. The beauty of instant replay, we can relive those moments on and on. And the Rams have gotten themselves back on level pegging. Farmingdale goal. His 5th of the season, scored by number 71, Greg Hendrickson. Assisted by number 61, Jeremy Borsick. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 39 seconds in the second period. Hendrickson's 5th from Borsick at 3:39. Rich tries to drive back into the Farmingdale zone after absorbing a heavy check at the near half wall. Puck comes back to Johnson at the Delaware blue line. Laspina nearly gave it away to Kolakathis. Ferrari sets up below the goal. Murray's shot was blocked at the top of the left circle. Brisgornia down the pipe, wide. And Palmieri is down in front of the net and bodies crowd round him. The drawing continues, and Brisgornia just leveled Rich. Cassidy takes exception. You heard Rob Savastano. Give us the story at 5:24. So we're going to be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Brisgornia off for roughing. And Cassidy off for unsportsmanlike conduct. Open ice tends to benefit Delaware, but they're out Evan Cassidy, who's one of their stronger playmakers. Farmingdale penalty assist to number 7, John Brisgornia, 2 minutes for roughing. Delaware penalty assist to number 12, Evan Cassidy, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the coincidental minors, 5 minutes, 24 seconds in the second period. Brisgornia 2 for roughing, Cassidy 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct at 5:24. Brennan tried to put one on a tee for O'Donnell, but the puck sailed through the slot to the far corner. Heavy contact in behind the goal. This is chipped free by the reaching stick of Johnson. But Allen couldn't exit. 50 seconds to go on the 4-on-4 situation. Riley bulldozes toward the net. He was able to get around Brennan, but a DeCanio poke check slowed him up at the edge of the paint. That shot from Bryson was blocked. Riley's follow-up. Follow-up shot was wide as well. As when we're here between the benches, we fulfill not only a broadcast role, but an off-ice official role as well, making sure that all players know, Brisgornia and Cassidy alike, that they come out on the fly as soon as their penalties expire. Nothing really to report in the 4-on-4. Both teams are back full strength. Delaware on the attack. Sophia rolls the puck in low, but he gives it away below the cage to Brennan. Here's Hendrickson up the left side. Angled outside the dot as he barreled into the Delaware zone, lost his shot lane. This backhanded free by O'Shaughnessy. Puck rolls on its rib to center. O'Shaughnessy wrists it up the far side. One of our lines people took the worst of it. It was Jack Fetcher who got pummeled on that O'Shaughnessy clear. He's up. Doesn't look to be all that comfortable, but players play through pain all the time, and officials officiate through pain all the time just the same. It can be a tough profession, that's to say the least of it. Shot from Borsuk, sticked aside by Palmieri. We're coming up to halfway in the second period. Delaware's 2-1 lead short-lived after Greg Hendrickson went nearly coast to coast. For Farmingdale, 3.5 minutes into the second period to tie the game up. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware, offers the area's most flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 at the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. McCann up the right wing boards, puts on the brakes to try to draw Brooks out of position. The centering pass failed. The Hens have cleared. McCann again to Lane. And the puck is ruled out of play with 10:18. To go in the second period. Faceoff will be spotted right in front of the Farmingdale bench. O'Donnell and Laspina to square off. Brandon Laspina wins the draw for the Hens. Cross ice pass from Johnson finds Cassidy. Rich with the puck below the goal finds Cassidy in the left corner. He tried to center, crashing was Sophia, but that pass was intercepted. We've hit halfway in the second period now. Farmingdale and Delaware deadlocked to a side. Loose puck on the doorstep. Laspina couldn't bring it down. Valenti cleared it out of harm's way. Valenti plays the body hard on Laspina behind the goal. Cassidy and O'Donnell came crashing in from the opposite angle, and breaking free is Eric Immel of Farmingdale, but caught up to at the Delaware blue line by the reaching stick of Luke Rich along the far wall. Cassidy tries to hit Rich on the breakout. Good stick lift from Rowe, who leans in on Luke Rich to tie him up in the neutral zone. Cassidy's entry right in front of his bench will be called back as Delaware are guilty of a too many players on the ice penalty with 9:17 to go. In the second period. So Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill time for the Blue Hens. As Farmingdale is gifted a power play effectively off what was miscommunication in that Delaware line change. Delaware penalty, bench minor, too many players on the ice. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 43 seconds in the second period. Delaware benched too many players at 10:43. Valenti with a cannon from center point just grazed the puck off the skirting of the net. Walking in and winding up was McCann, to no avail. Palmieri up with his 11th save on 13 shots faced so far tonight. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Hendrickson's got himself another for Farmingdale as they score on the power play. The setup came from Valenti. And 11:29 into the second period off that power play goal. The Rams have reclaimed the lead. It's now 3-2. But not for long. As the Blue Hens come roaring right back. Connor Riley responds on the other side. A matter of 14 seconds later. So we're all tied up 3-3 with just inside 8 minutes to go in the second period. Farmingdale goal. His 6th of the season and 2nd of the game, scored by number 71, Greg Hendrickson. Assisted by number 14, Teddy Valenti. Time of the power play goal, 11 minutes, 29 seconds in the second period. Hendrickson's 6th, 2nd of the game. From Valenti, a power play goal at 11:29. Delaware goal, his 2nd of the season. Scored by number 20, Connor Riley. Assisted by number 22, Tommy Allen. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 43 seconds in the second period. Riley's 2nd from Allen at 11:43. And more dinner plans being made. With 6:58 to go in the second period, but it doesn't look as though manpower will take a hit either way. There's a new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers web and graphic design, social media consultation, public relations, writing and editing services, multimedia solutions like the broadcast you're seeing right now, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve. This face-off again just above the Farmingdale blue line as the Hens were ruled offside. O'Donnell holding his ground for Farmingdale. Across from Umhafer. Rather Singer. We get those 25s and 27s mixed up a little bit too much. Unfortunately, we don't get to see this men's Division III team all that frequently. And relying on sheer long-term memory isn't always a good idea with players changing numbers from one year to the next. Long shot went into the protective netting over the glass behind Palmieri. And the face-off comes to his right. Shedlock advances the puck to Fleckenstein up the far boards. It's turned back by Rowe to the Delaware blue line and then some. Umhafer emerges to corral the loose puck. He volleys it as far as the Farmingdale line, where Borsick turns it ahead to Rowe. On further, it went to O'Donnell, but he was angled outside the dots near side. 6 minutes remaining in the second period, and a trip is signaled against the Blue Hens. Umhafer off for tripping, 5:58 to go. In the second period. And the Blue Hens are back on the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty assessed to number 27, Aiden Umhafer. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 2 seconds in the second period. Umhafer 2 for tripping at 14:02. JT calls a hand pass against Farmingdale, so this is going to come outside the Delaware zone. And the shorthanded Hens win the draw. Brandon Laspina one-on-one, slowed up at the dot by Hendrickson, tying him up. And here comes Greg Hendrickson rushing back the other direction. Brennan waited for him. Hendrickson flips the puck behind his back to Valenti, working the far boards. This is taken away by Sophia and rifled clear. 5 and change to go in the second period of a 3-3 hockey game. So far, the Blue Hens and the Rams proving to be equal. Hendrickson circles behind again. Valenti to Hendrickson. Hendrickson down low to Brennan. Trying to jam the puck in on the doorstep was Bohm. And the Hens again clear after the failed shot. Rich and Brennan trying to create some forechecking commotion in the Farmingdale zone, but here come the Rams turning that into an odd man rush. O'Donnell couldn't connect on the give and go, mishandled the puck as it was fed back to him in close, and he lost his intended shot lane as a result. The Umhafer penalty has expired. The Farmingdale attack continues. Another puck worked low by Ferrari to O'Donnell. It was taken away. Here comes Luke Rich on a breakaway the other side. Rich shot. Staying with him was DeCanio. Joe DeCanio with the last word. A beautiful save denying Delaware the go-ahead on the breakaway. And it stays 3-3. Worth another look, absolutely. Luke Rich crashing in, stayed on his forehand, tried to go top shelf, but DeCanio up on the edge of the crease enough. Makes the stop to keep his Farmingdale Rams on level pegging with the Delaware Blue Hens. Hendrickson's got 2 already today. Shot from 15 is directed up into the protective netting and out with 3:22 to go in period number 2. Tailgating at Fred Rust Arena or watching Delaware Hockey Night at home with friends? Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagie's party trays and sampler platters. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagie's on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray online at PrimoHoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Quick shot off the draw, saved by Palmieri. Riley and McCann meet at the near circle. McCann fed the puck by Murray, turned a shot toward the net, but it missed the near post by a good 1.5 feet. Rebound contested in the corner. It was centered, and the shot from McCann was wide. Oh no. Jack took another one. Oh no. Looks like that puck hit Jack right in either the ear or the back of the neck. This doesn't look good, guys. Delaware Hockey Night will take this opportunity while Jack gets some medical attention on the ice. We'll take this opportunity to talk about some of our sponsors. Heather A. Long, of course, our presenting sponsor, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Heather specializes in personal injury and workers' compensation cases and is available for consultation at 302-565-6132. Your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies at 1278 Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. 412 Communications, the new gold standard in digital media solutions for small businesses. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky, a truly all-American meal right in your backyard in Claymont, Delaware. Jack Fetcher has been helped off the ice to the bench area. He'll receive further attention, and we're going to switch to a 2-1 officiating system here. So Rob and JT will continue their roles. Back official also will have to call icings. And Chris Draves will administer all faceoffs. Delaware not happy about that icing. Singer to take the draw. Quick shot from Rowe. The other side sticked away by Palmieri. Rebound comes back nearly to center. Immel can't work the puck back into the Delaware zone. It's carried up the far wall by Jack Polito into Farmingdale territory. 2:18 to go in the second period of a 3-3 hockey game. This is saucered, cleared by Rowe, hacked down, and now played across ice to Immel. On forward to Rotan, cutting toward the net. Immel lost the zone. Rowe recovers, waits for two fellow Rams to tag up before he can stick handle into the Delaware end again. O'Shaughnessy lifts the stick of Immel, trying to volley the puck back from right to left. Ends up starting the momentum the other way. Stick save from DeCanio, denies Dewey. O'Donnell, in desperation, tried to get a shot. But he does get a power play for his Farmingdale Rams, drawing a penalty. With a minute 28. To go in the second period, Delaware's Jack Polito. Heading off for tripping and sending the Hens to a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Delaware penalty assessed to number 24, Jack Polito. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 18 minutes, 32 seconds in the second period. Polito, 2 for tripping at 18:32. Rich, 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. And a shorthanded goal from Evan Cassidy. gives Delaware a 4-3 lead. Cassidy with his second of the year. Coming with 59 seconds to go in the second period. Little shorthanded magic for the Blue Hens. And it's now 4-3. Oh, Delaware goal! His second of the season, scored by number 12, Evan Cassidy. Assisted by number 16, Luke Rich. Time of the shorthanded goal, 19 minutes, 1 second in the second period. Cassidy's second from Rich at 19:01. Short-handed goal gives the Hens the go-ahead, and the final 20 seconds of the second period are now upon us. Hendrickson, cross-ice feed to McCann. Up the left wing boards he comes. McCann skates the perimeter of the zone, tried to flip the puck back to Valenti, but Laspina took it away. One-on-one. Laspina in a race against the clock. 3-2. He is flipped over the goalie. And as the clock ticks down to 0, the puck goes in over DeCanio. We'll get the word on if the goal stands. And we're actually going to go to a break right now. We'll come back and give you the tale. As soon as we know more. Actually, we're going to stay right here. And see exactly what the ruling is. So the officials are discussing the matter right now with Tommy Allen and Greg Hendrickson. And we are going to go to break as the teams head off to the dressing room. So through 2 periods, it's Delaware 4, Farmingdale 3. We'll be back with the whole story here on Delaware Hockey Night as soon as it's made available. Welcome into Delaware Hockey Night, everyone. James Witherite joining you here in the second intermission, and we're going to take another look at the closing seconds of that second period. We're going to do it at 2/3 speed just so we can make sense of everything that happened here toward the end. Laspina dekes past the defender, comes crashing in. He collides with the goalie. And then as we saw in the closing seconds of the period, there was another Delaware player. As we watch this replay all together, and we're going to pull it way, way back so we can get a clear look at this crease violation. There, Laspina dekes past the defender, comes in, collides with DeCanio, and you'll see another Delaware player with his skate in the crease right there as the shot is being taken by Delaware's number 4, Shane Brennan. So we'll back it up one more time. We're really splitting hairs here, I know, but there he gets past the defender. We're going to pull it back. The shot, the collision, and that forward player with his skate in the crease right here. We can't see his number. It's behind the watch out for flying puck sign. The shot from Brennan does go in before 000. However, there was a Delaware player inside the crease before the puck was in the crease. And as such, the goal is waved off due to a crease violation. So 4-3 through 2 periods, Delaware with the advantage. We'll be back with the third period here on Delaware Hockey Night in just a few minutes, and it's all brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Nornborg. Welcome back to Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. So a controversial Delaware goal puts them up 4-3. Luke Rich thought to have been offside by Farmingdale. Of course, video replay not an option for officials in the CHF, so we can Monday morning quarterback all day long. Ultimately, our tape was inconclusive. And then a crease violation called to nullify a fifth. Delaware goal in the last second. Of the second period. That backhand shot from Brennan was blocked in close. Rich streaking up the far boards along with Laspina. Couldn't turn the momentum the other way, and a puck out of play. Gives us a pause in action 52 seconds into the third period. Sponsorship opportunities are available here on Delaware Hockey Night. Become a sponsor. Learn more by emailing James at 412communications.com. Our videographer tonight is Andy Redder, holding down the fort at our camera perch on the other side of the rink from where we're located tonight here at Gold Arena. Assistant producer Joe Sindoni, Ray Catolo, Mark McClure, Curtis MacDonald, Josie Billett, Molly Jo Rosen, everybody behind the scenes, making Delaware Hockey Night what it is. Thank yous all around to the entire crew. Centering pass evades the reach of Evan Cassidy. And Delaware is going to go to the sin bin with 1 minute and 33 seconds gone in the third period. So the parade to the penalty box continues for the Blue Hens. We'll see what the ruling is for Messrs. Savastano and Thompson. Elbowing the call on Laspina. And the Hens head to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. For the fourth time tonight. Schedule your first cleaning today by visiting DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Farmingdale coaching staff wanting something more severe. But no such satisfaction will be availed them. Riley couldn't connect with Allen on the fast break 2-on-1. Palmieri out of the cage. Gets some help working the puck up the far boards and back into neutral territory before Valenti winds back in. Delaware penalty assessed to number 13, Brandon Laspina. 2 minutes for elbowing. Time of the penalty, 1 minute, 33 seconds in the third period. Laspina 2 for elbowing at 1:33. Rich again behind the Farmingdale goal. driven in to the far corner. He's surrounded by green sweaters. 3 Rams pitchforking away to try to extract the puck, and they do. Hendrickson off a cross-ice feed from Bohm gains the Delaware zone. He absorbs a check from Brooks below the goal. Puck works up the far side. Rich wobbles it free. Buddington recovers for Farmingdale and trails back into his own blue line under forechecking pressure from Bryson. Rich clears. The Hens change. Umhafer couldn't foil the breakout pass on the Farmingdale side. It's worked by O'Donnell ahead to Duffy. Shot from Duffy off the post from 25 feet. He gets his own rebound in the far corner. 10 seconds remaining on the Laspina penalty. Shot from the left half wall and Ferrari. Held on to by Palmieri for a break in the action with 3.5 minutes gone. In the third period, Delaware with a 4-3 lead over Farmingdale. 6 seconds left on the Rams' power play. A door had come dislodged in the Farmingdale zone from that puck battle. To the right of Joseph DeCanio, who stopped 11 of 15 shots so far tonight. On the other end, James Palmieri has stopped 18 of 21. Hens kill off another penalty. Umhafer and Ferrari take the draw to the right of Palmieri. Aidan Umhafer wins the faceoff. O'Shaughnessy hassled in the far corner by Ferrari. O'Shaughnessy regains the puck, tries to work it clear. It must be linesperson season. That's the third time Jack Fetcher's taken a puck tonight. Brennan couldn't work through the middle to corral the puck. It was taken from him by Borsick. John Thompson calls a hook with 15:37 to go. And it goes against Matt Buddington. So a primo power play awaits the Delaware Blue Hens with 15:37 to go in regulation. Can they double up for real this time? You can score on the primo power play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. It's not just a hoagie, it's a primo. Farmingdale penalty assessed to number 86, Matthew Buddington, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 23 seconds in the third period. Buddington 2 for hooking at 4:23. Cassidy took aim from long range. Follow-up chance opposite side. Was it from Rich that was denied as well by DeCanio, who came up with 2 solid rapid-fire saves. Kolakathis on the other side. Off the Valenti setup. Couldn't get past Palmieri. Here's Laspina working the right point for Delaware. Cross ice pass to Cassidy. Back it comes to Laspina. He looked shot from 45 feet. It was blocked. Holding center point, Sophia couldn't connect from long distance. Fleckenstein can't jam the puck past DeCanio, who hangs on for another stoppage in the action with 14.5 minutes to go in regulation. and his Farmingdale Rams trailing Delaware by a goal. Another face-off to the right of Joe DeCanio, who stopped 14 of 18 so far tonight. Dylan Johnson holding the point for the Hens. Winds up from long range. Bryson couldn't finish on the doorstep. Allen. Back to Johnson at the point. Stepping up to challenge him was Sean O'Donnell. And O'Donnell draws a penalty from Johnson. Jono thought that was a clean race for the puck, but Robbie Savastano thought otherwise. So we're going to be 4-on-4 for 26 seconds. And then the Hens will head to a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill for a minute and a half. Delaware penalty assessed to number 17, Dylan Johnson, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 1 second of the third period. Johnson, 2 for tripping at 6:01. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill begins now. Minute and a half on the Farmingdale power play, as the doors open for them to try to tie this game again. It's been back and forth. 3 leadership changes already. Cross ice feed escapes the reach of Buddington. Buddington at the far half wall. Works in low again. O'Shaughnessy strips the puck from him. O'Shaughnessy, Vastola, Riley, and Bryson are the 4 on this Delaware penalty kill. Long clear enables a partial changing of the guard. On come Brennan and Shedlock. To join Bryson and O'Shaughnessy. Another hard Ryan Bryson clear as we work to the 8-minute juncture of the third period. Greg Hendrickson, he's got 2 of Farmingdale's 3 goals already tonight. The other belongs to Buddington. Cross ice pass, a hard shot from Valenti, and a save from Palmieri. Keeps it a 4-3 hockey game. Hendrickson smartly put on the brakes, waited to hit Valenti with that pass, and a rocket of a shot from the top of the right circle off Teddy Valenti's stick. Certainly had the necessary momentum. And Farmingdale got about 7 extra seconds of a power play. Thanks to a scoreboard malfunction, which was quickly rectified. We're not going to throw anybody under the bus that we don't have to. These mechanical issues and electrical issues do happen from time to time. And they get rectified as quickly as humanly possible. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware offers pulled pork, brisket, barbecued chicken on a daily basis. Takeaway lunch at the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont 6 days a week. And catering for your next family or team function. SidsBBQandJerky.com is the place to go. That shot from Timothy Duffy right into Paul Mary's breadbasket, and he holds for the pause. 11:24 to go in regulation. Delaware with a 4-3 lead over Farmingdale. And the Rams onslaught continues in the hen zone. McCann. Puck over skated at the far half while opening the door for Laspina. Cassidy tried to float one in net front off his backhand. Rich picks up the pieces. It's 5-3. Goal was signaled, and then all hell breaking loose after. Presumably as Cassidy got pummeled behind the play. We'll be right back. So we're back. We had some things to sort out after the goal to make sense of the post-goal altercation. That's since been accounted for, and now with Delaware up 5-3, we can bring you the rest of the story. Oh, Delaware goal! His 8th of the season, scored by number 16, Luke Rich. Assisted by number 12, Evan Cassidy. Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 6 seconds in the third period. Rich's 8th from Cassidy at 9:06. After the goal, Farmingdale penalty assessed to number 18, Ethan Bohm. Delaware penalty assessed to number 12, Evan Cassidy. 2 minutes each for roughing. These penalties also at 9:06 in the third. Bohm and Cassidy, 2 each for roughing at 9:06. So we're 4-on-4 for another minute and 15 seconds. Second set of coincidental minors that Cassidy's been part of. But to his credit, he's also got a goal and 2 assists. Allen up close. Tried to get a little cute and go top corner glove side on DeCanio. Puck came right back to him. And Brisgorny is off for tripping at 10:16. So the 50 seconds you see on the clock is the 4-on-3. And then there will be a minute and 10 of conventional 5-on-4 after that. In any case, man advantage for the Hens. They're on a primo power play. Farmingdale penalty assessed to number 7, Jean Brisgornia. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 16 seconds in the third period. Brisgornia 2 for tripping at 10:16. Lespina working the far half wall. Set up a knuckle puck from Rich from center point. DeCanio with the easy save on him. And the Rams clear. Ferrari, Murray, and Rotan, their 3. Here's Rich through the middle, angled to the left corner, getting a shot away. A stick save and a freeze from DeCanio gives us a pause in the action with 8:59 to go in regulation, and the Delaware Blue Hens up 5-3 as backup goalie Joe Cristiano watches on from across the glass. Face-off comes to the right of DeCanio. Ferrari and Riley take the draw. We get a front row to all the chirping between benches and what have you as this play is ruled offside against Delaware. We can hear the back and forth. Maybe a little bit more than we'd like sometimes. It's one thing when the chirps are clever, but these not so much. Here's Allen. Overskated the puck at the bottom of the circle. Shane Brennan left it to Bryson. He takes aim from 55 feet right into the glove of DeCanio, up with another key save for his Farmingdale Rams with 8:18 to go in the contest. 34 seconds to go on the power play clock. False start on the draw. We should note Nick Kaitazi's out of the lineup as well with an upper body injury. So the Hens a skater short the rest of the game. Jason Brennan caroms the puck clear. It got some help ahead from Ferrari to end up in the Delaware zone. 15 seconds left on the primo power play. And another one's going to go as Ferrari gets called for a trip with 7:56 remaining in regulation. He's actually going to be rung up for slashing. 12:04 into the third period, so the Primo Hoagies power play is prolonged for the Blue Hens. Farmingdale penalty assessed to number 13, Matt Ferrari, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes 4 seconds in the third period. Ferrari 2 for slashing at 12:04. Riley behind the net. Puck was loose, gathered in by DeCanio on the doorstep. And the Rock'em Sock'em Robots continue. 7:28 to go in the third period. And if you think this game is getting testy right now, a friendly reminder that these teams will play again tomorrow afternoon. 2 games, 20 hours apart. Tomorrow has the potential to be medieval warfare at this rate. Hens looking to preserve a 2-goal lead. Rams, of course, looking to erase it. Laspina to Johnson. Crashing in close was Cassidy to no avail. DeCanio freezes the puck again. And Rich is bodied rear end over Tea Kettle behind the net. Can we say that? We can't say the other word over Tea Kettle. Another far circle faceoff controlled by the Blue Hens. Johnson pursued by Hendrickson. Lost the zone. A collision in the slot sends McCann grabbing his wrist and heading to the bench. As again the Rams have cleared. 35 seconds to go on the Delaware power play. Rich leads the entry. He's got a goal and a helper so far tonight. He and Evan Cassidy have teamed up for a pair. Evan also with a helper for Kaitazi. Rich skates the perimeter of the zone. 12 seconds left on the Ferrari penalty. Shot high was blocked. Fleckenstein. Now Laspina off the cross ice set up from Cassidy. Long shot in. DeCanio with the save. And Farmingdale's back to full strength. Here comes Kolikothis. Drop pass. Hendrickson looking for his third. Denied from 35 feet by James Palmieri. In the right corner, shot turned in from an awkward angle by Valenti. And play is whistled to a halt with 5:38 to go in regulation. And the Delaware Blue Hens up 5-3 over Farmingdale. Face off to Palmieri's right. Controlled by O'Shaughnessy. Backhanded below the goal and pushed up the near side, or the far side rather, by Laughlin. Headman to Dewey. Valenti with the shot block, angled Dewey to the near corner. 5 and change to go in regulation. Delaware with a 5-3 lead in a game that's turning increasingly chippy. Duffy up the left in a 2-on-2, shoots and scores. And then some. So it's a 1-goal game again. As Tim Duffy goes top shelf for the Rams. And Bobby Lane and Trent Laughlin have to be separated. So the goal was Duffy from Lane. Tim Duffy getting his 7th. Of the season, and then more to come after that. The officials will again confer. Hang on, we'll give you the details here shortly. Assisted by number 9, Bobby Lane. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 1 second in the third period. Duffy, his 7th, from Lane at 15:01. After the goal, Farmingdale penalty, number 9, Bobby Lane, 2 minutes for roughing plus a 10-minute misconduct. Delaware penalty, number 28, Trent Laughlin, 2 minutes for roughing plus a 10-minute misconduct. Both penalties at 15 minutes, 1 second in the third period. Lane and Laughlin, 2 for roughing plus a 10-minute misconduct each. At 15:01, play will resume 4-on-4 with both minor penalties posted on the clock and served by substitute players. So with another post-goal fracas behind us, can we get through the last 5 minutes of the game just focused on playing hockey? That is certainly the hope. Jason Brennan nearly gave the puck away just above his blue line. Here he's stick-checked by Riley, who gains the zone for Delaware. Passes the puck behind Allen's back. It's thrown in by Michael Sophia from the right point. Allen on the doorstep again, not in position to keep the momentum going. This comes back in icing with 4:07 to go in regulation. And Farmingdale will end up back in their zone. Puck out of play with 4 minutes to go. We resume at center. Umhafer swats the puck as far as the Farmingdale blue line. It's turned back by Murray the other direction. Advanced up the near boards and in by Borsick. 45 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Shedlock, harassed by Hendrickson, does clear. Cross-ice pass from Bryson finds Brooks the other way, just shy of the Farmingdale blue line. He rifles the puck in. It caroms to the right corner where Bryson was double-teamed. Coming on is Sophia, trailing the play. Long shot, stick down by DeCanio. His Rams back within one. O'Donnell was slowed up by Shedlock toward the Delaware blue line. Puck ends up in the Hen zone. Shedlock with it again. He surveys his options. Finds Cassidy on the breakout pass. A touch pass to the trailing Lispina. Yields to the entry of the Farmingdale zone, but Jason Brennan stripped the puck from Lispina as he crashed the net and brought it back the other direction. 2:35 to go in regulation. Delaware with a 5-4 lead over Farmingdale in this extremely chippy hockey game. Well, at least an extremely chippy third period. Puck is tied up near the ice resurfacer entrance. A 2-on-2 battle for it. Kolakathis was reaching in. Again, our view obscured Luke Rich at the center of the action for Delaware, and Sophia's backhand fails to escape the zone. Brennan held the right point for Farmingdale as we come to the final 2 minutes of regulation, and we keep an eye on DeCanio to see when he makes a cut for the bench. Puck in the low netting, protecting the rafters on its way out of the Delaware zone and thus out of play with just 107 seconds to go in regulation. Timeout, Farmingdale. So Farmingdale takes their timeout with 107 seconds to go. Delaware Hockey Night brought to you all season long by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. 412 Communications. First State Ice Hockey, Limestone Pension Associates, Delaware Trash Can Cleaning, and Primo Hoagies. What is the plan for the Farmingdale Rams with an attacking zone face-off their way, a 1-goal deficit? They've got to be considering getting DeCanio a path to the bench in favor of an extra attacker. Hendrickson to O'Donnell, on to Buddington. Puck is frozen, and the net is empty with 82 seconds to go. DeCanio again working at the tops of the circles. Face-off was won. Once again by the Rams, 76 seconds to go. The extra attacker is on. Valenti at the left point was blocked. Buddington gains center, rifles the puck in up the far wall. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Valenti tries to deke past Bryson. He lets one go. And this will be an icing with 49 seconds remaining. Timeout, Delaware. So the Blue Hens take their timeout as well. With 49 seconds remaining. The Rams drew up their play in the sand. The Blue Hens will do what they can to counter. A back and forth game, to say the least of it. And an entertaining one all around, and just a treat to be able to bring to you here on Delaware Hockey Night. Tomorrow, a different first state. New York area matchup will be the featured event on DHN, as the Blue Hens men's Division I team takes on Stony Brook in the first of a two-game set. Valenti gets past the defender, winds up the shoot. It is blocked, and this puck is cleared. Held in by Valenti. 25 seconds to go. Cross-slot pass. Sails beyond Duffy's reach. Buddington holds center point. Shot blocked in heavy congestion. Laspina takes aim on an open net, rings it off the post. This is cleared up the near boards to Ferrari. Final 5 seconds. Last chance, Duffy. The reaching stick of Sophia gets in the way. The horn sounds, and the Delaware Blue Hens have won. Tonight's final score, Delaware Blue Hens 5, Farmingdale State College Rams 4. Final shots on goal, Delaware 29, Farmingdale 28. A mighty entertaining hockey game. From Fred Rust Arena tonight. And we'll take you back inside the glass before we wrap things up with a look at the Sid's 3 stars of the game. Fans, it's time for the Sid's 3 stars of the game, presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware. Tonight's third star with a goal and an assist for Delaware, number 16, Luke Rich. Tonight's second star, leading the way for Farmingdale with a pair of goals, his 5th and 6th of the season, number 71, Greg Hendrickson. And the number 1 star of the game with a goal and 2 assists for Delaware, number 12, Evan Cassidy. That will do it for us on Delaware Hockey Night. As the tempers continue to nearly boil over after the conclusion of the game, for those of you who can be here tomorrow, beware, it could get old-timey in a real hurry. Whatever the case tomorrow may be, that will do it for us here on Delaware Hockey Night. Presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. For the entire crew, this is James Witherite thanking you for joining us here on this Friday evening and reminding you that Delaware Hockey Night is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications, all rights reserved. For the entire crew, James Witherite once again reminding you the final score from Gold Arena. Delaware 5, Farmingdale 4. Good night from Gold Arena, and we'll see you again soon.